Hi Pisces, welcome to your yearly forecast. We're going to see what is coming up for our Pisces friends for the year ahead in 2019. So guys, this is a general yearly forecast. Things are going to be different for different ones of you. So some of it may resonate, some of it may not resonate. But ultimately, we're not going to know until the year goes, and progresses, right? But check out your moon sign and rising sign videos as well. If you would like a private, personal 2019 forecast, I'm having a special. So details are in the description if you want to just, have me do a forecast for you personally. But let's jump right on in here, Pisces, and see what's coming up. Here's your January. Here's your February. Here's your March. April. May, June, July. I'm going to stop right there and I'm going to read so that I'm not like shuffling and pulling cards for 10 hours. So we'll start and then I'll pull more for the rest of the year. Your January card, Pisces, you're starting off with Judgment, okay? So this is going to be different for different ones of you. Some of you are really analyzing your life choices, the decisions that you have made. You're maybe looking for more stability or more purpose in your life. And, as a lot of people are coming to the new year and thinking about resolutions and goals, maybe some of you thinking about where life is going, and you're thinking about what can I personally do differently so that I can have a better result. You're examining yourself. Some of you are also looking at relationships and you're setting new boundaries. Some of you are at a crossroads with somebody and you're trying to figure out if you're going to be forgiving them, and if so, like to what extent? To what extent are you going to allow this person in your life? For a lot of you Pisces, I feel this is more family. This has more to do with family than with like an ex or with a relationship. Some of you are looking at personal responsibility or accountability in your love life. You're looking for ways in which you could improve your love life or things that you personally can do. This card has a lot of different meanings, but intuitively, Pisces, I feel for a lot of you, there's a very strong feeling of self-reflection that's coming into the new year for a lot of my Pisces friends who are watching this video. Let's see. Oh, another thing I want to mention is this is major arcana. So as you're doing the self-reflection, I think a lot of you are trying to figure out how you're going to feel fulfilled in your life. Like you're looking for the ultimate fulfillment. You're looking for meaning. You're looking for purpose. So you're beginning to examine yourself and consider what, if anything, you can do to bring about better changes for you or to get you going in the right direction. Your card for February is Ace of Cups. And so this is a rewarding, really fulfilling new emotional experience. Real quick, I forgot to mention I'm using the SASURAIBITO. I know I'm not pronouncing it correctly. I'm saying it burrito like a burrito that you get in a restaurant. But SASURAIBITO Tarot by Stasia Barrington. And this is a brand new deck. I've never used it in any of the videos or even really for myself yet. So I thought, let's use a brand new deck for the new year. So I love this deck. It's by a local artist. I don't make any money for recommending it, but I will have the description, info in the description if you want to order a copy for yourself or a set for yourself. Ace of Cups. So February is Ace of Cups. Promising new experience. For some of you, there's a really big move. Pisces, I'm hearing for some of you, you've been struggling for a really long time and there seems to be an opportunity that's coming up where you're actually purchasing a home. I feel for some of you, this home is something more along the lines of, I guess, what they call manufactured homes or like, what do you call them, like a mobile home, but really, really nice. And I feel for a lot of you, this is like a dream come true because you never thought that this would happen. So I feel some of you are purchasing something that you're calling your own and you're very happy about it. And you're filling it up with a sense of joy, with a sense of warmth, with a sense of family, even if that family is a couple of little fur babies, For other ones of you who are currently in a committed relationship with your person, like, you know, this is the person for you, then you might be experiencing like a new little honeymoon phase, or a renewed energy, a renewed joy, or a renewed sense of love, like a new burst of closeness that's coming up. Some of you in your life, in terms of just in general, career, friendships, you're coming to the decision that if it doesn't feel good, you're not going to do it anymore. And so you're beginning to manifest or to attract better opportunities your way. Some of you are going through a really exciting job change. Some of you are going through a really exciting little project or venture you're setting out on the side, like maybe a labor of love or something that is a hobby that over time is turning into something that you can maybe do for income. But really rewarding experiences and bringing you happiness and joy, feeling very fulfilled. Your card for March, Pisces, is Two of Wands. So this could be balance. This could be making a decision or a choice. It could also be coming into a partnership. A partnership. So some of you, whatever this idea or project is that's coming in February, maybe you're beginning to work on it with somebody, or you're calling somebody in to kind of maybe give you advice or help you or guide you, or this person could full on be coming into a partnership with you. Some of you in your relationships, you're beginning to work better with others. You're beginning to have more peace. You're beginning to have more balance, like you're communicating easier and you're not feeling inferior. I'm hearing the word no longer inferior, or the words no longer inferior. So Pisces, if you're one of those Pisces who sometimes feels a little intimidated or a little insecure, and maybe it's been holding you back in relationships and in career or in love life, or even with family and friends, you're coming over this, or you're coming out of this feeling, and you're beginning to see yourself as an equal to others, as you should. So I'm proud of you who are accomplishing this, or who are beginning to work on this. But definitely coming into that energy of just equalness, partnership, moving forward, balance, choices. For some of you, this could even be contracts. Coming into April, you have Knight of Wands. This, to me, Knight of Wands for me is a card about seizing the opportunity, being in the moment, going for it. Some of you are having this burst of passion coming into your love life. For some of you, this could be a renewed passion with an existing partner. For some of you, this could be a really steamy soulmate that's coming in. For some of you, this could be a temptation for an existing relationship, like a third party type thing. And so maybe you are working on your partnership or trying to, get things settled, and you might have somebody coming in and tempting you for some of you. But Pisces, I feel for a lot of you, because since in the beginning part of the year, you were in this judgment energy of looking at your life and what you could do to be happier and more fulfilled, some opportunity is coming your way in April, and it's like, go for it, like make this happen, and you're gonna move forward. This, a lot of the times for me, could be having to make a decision and not having a lot of time to make this decision. And how successful your decision is gonna be on how prepared you are. So do your research, consider your options, but don't wait too long to decide, because the opportunity won't be on the table for very long. I feel for a lot of you, there's some really big shift happening in April where you're going after some dream or some really big goal. Your card for May, Pisces, is the Hermit. So the Hermit has to do with enjoying alone time and discovering yourself. It's also a card of spiritual awakening. I will sometimes describe this card as the cocoon phase. Like the caterpillar, goes into this little cocoon before it becomes the butterfly. And the Hermit is very much that cocoon phase. So you're basically going inward. You're spending more time alone. You're not depressed. It's not like an emo thing. You're just really getting to know yourself, getting more clear on what you want, what's fulfilling for you, what you need in life, what your goals are, what your passions are. It's almost like you're going through this really big reset, like you're rebooting, you're restarting yourself, going back to the factory settings, I guess, for those of you who are a little more techie. You're going back to original factory settings, okay? And a lot of you are beginning to develop your connection with your higher power, whatever your spiritual beliefs are, higher self. Maybe some of you are getting into meditation or going on nature walks or things of that nature. But you're really going into this like just reflective, peaceful, zen, figuring it all out moment. Like just liking to just maybe be with yourself and figuring these things out. So your card for June is Page of Swords. All right, my dears, now it's getting interesting. We talked about how in May, right? May, you're going through the hermit phase and you're figuring out what you want and what your priorities are. The hermit phase is going to last you a while. It's not like a 30-day thing. It's not a 2-week thing. It's going to take time. Let's be honest here. But some of you are having some epiphanies about what your truth is, what you require. Some of you may be seeing ways in which you have been disrespected or you need to set new boundaries in your life. And so coming into the month of June, some of you are ready for some conversations. Like you're ready to maybe confront people. Or somebody might be confronting you and being like, hey, Pisces, you're changing or you're being different lately. And like, you know, we might need to be cautious or careful with the words that we are using, because Page of Swords, it's a truth being revealed. It's a conversation, it's discussion, it's a truth being revealed, but sometimes it can come off as abrasive or it could lead to an argument of some way or some sort. There could be disagreement here. So just be cautious with your words. You might be feeling very in the right, you know, because you're really owning up to what you think and what you feel and what you need and who you are. Page of Swords could be a little bit of a feistiness. Maybe some of you are coming into a feistier energy. Just make sure it doesn't blow out of proportion. So, let's see here. I'm forgetting where we're at. We're at July. All right. So July is Queen of Cups. I love this card, you guys. Queen of Cups is one of my favorite cards. Some of you may be dealing with a fellow water sign. I mean, Pisces, you are a water sign, so this could very well be you and you being encouraged to come into these elements, to come into the Queen of Cups personality traits. Queen of Cups could also be a more mature water sign in your life, a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio person who maybe is coming into a mentorship or helping you through these really big shifts and changes that you're going through. And as you're working with this person, you may be developing these traits within yourself as well. But very much Queen of Cups is a very established woman, typically seen as the wife, the mother, the successful businesswoman. Like there's nothing she can't do. She provides for herself and for her family, and she does it with love. She does it in a very loving and generous way. Lots of warmth, lots of nurturing, lots of compassion. She's also very intuitive, okay? So for some of you, as you're coming into this energy, don't forget to be caring and nurturing towards yourself as well. I love how the artist has the little heart here on the third eye, because Queen of Cups is very intuitive, maybe even you would say psychic, but this is somebody who is helping you, or you're beginning to tap into your own intuition and see truth and see love, instead of always feeling like I have a negative premonition, something terrible is about to happen, right? So you're switching over into the vibration of love. So even if there's something negative happening, you're seeing a positive solution. You're seeing the good. You're seeing the good way around things. So definitely coming into this success, this stability, this understanding, this inner knowing, this confidence, and this abundance and success and fulfillment. So let's see. We're going to shuffle again, and we're going to pull some more cards here for the rest of the year. Let's see what is going on, Pisces, for your August, September, October, November, and finishing the year with December. What's going on for December for Pisces? All right, so August. Six of Pentacles. So some of you are focusing on even give and take, even exchange in your life of energies. Maybe that's one of the things that when you're in hermit mode, you're realizing that, hey, I'm giving an awful lot to a certain person or a certain situation, and they're not giving me back half as that. They're throwing me some crumbs and they're expecting me to be happy. So some of you are coming into an even give and take type situation. Some of you are coming into an energy where you're preparing to get out of debt in some way. You have some really big financial goals and there's some progress beginning to happen. Some of you may be receiving a loan from someone, maybe somebody close to you. Maybe the Queen of Cups is coming into some money and they're helping you with your dream, or they're showing you how to build yourself up for success the way that she has. Some of you might be having that blessing coming in. But regardless, Six of Pentacles is usually a card that comes up and gives us some reassurance that money is going to get stable. That if you're worried about paying off a debt, these debts are going to be paid. That if you're worried about being able to put money away for the future, that's going to happen for you. You're headed into that energy. And best of all, you're getting into a place where you're financially stable enough to where at the right time, for the right cause, for the right situation, you're able to help or to be generous with others as well. So very stable financial changes beginning to come in August. In September, we have Six of Swords. So Six of Swords is a card that is going to come up for a lot of us when we are coming out or wanting to move away from a time of drama or anxiety. So maybe that's another thing, that when you were in your hermit mode, you began to see people in your life who were holding you back. And now something is happening, you know, in August, where somebody is stepping up and helping you, or you're beginning to move towards these goals and your stability. And in September, you're beginning to realize that I've got to break away from anything that's draining me. If there's a person that's putting negativity in my head, or someone who's just taking a whole lot of my time and draining me, I can't do it anymore. See how she's coming up for air? She's just coming, like maybe she just feels so buried and so suffocated, and she's coming up for air, and she's just being able to breathe, to relax, right? So Six of Swords, a lot of the times it could be maybe you're preparing for a vacation, even maybe you're going away for a weekend or something. It doesn't have to be anything major. For some of you in an existing relationship, you're moving past a time of conflict or a time of drama, and you're having a fresh start with somebody. But it's very clear that if they're going to be in your life, they need to shape up, and they need to you know, begin being in a more peaceful way with you. So some of you are going to have that, where it could be a relationship coming into a new phase. But I think for a lot of you, you're just kind of getting away. Even if you're not able to get away geographically or physically, you're just spending time in different places, spending time away from certain people. It's just a change of scenery, getting a change of scenery, some fresh air, recharging that battery. Your card for October is the Moon. And see, we see this card and it can look a little bit scary because she's crying, but really what the Moon is a card about connecting with your emotions, your feelings, your intuition, its creativity, and sometimes what it is art born of pain, okay? So that creativity sometimes is because you're finding an outlet for some heavy emotions or feelings. For some of you, as you're moving forward and you're having these big shifts, you're realizing and you're having epiphanies that there's certain people in your life that you're kind of having to leave behind because they're in this really negative energy. And it's kind of like crabs in a bucket. I don't know if you've ever seen crabs in a bucket. Maybe you can YouTube it after this video and see if somebody, I'm sure somebody out there has probably posted it. But if you put a bunch of crabs in a bucket, you don't have to put a lid to keep them from getting out, because those suckers are ruthless. As soon as one crab begins to climb up the side of the bucket to get out, one of the crabs underneath will grab it and yank it back down. So they're just all pulling each other down. No crab ever gets out of the bucket. They're all pulling each other down. So some of you are beginning to realize and see that there could be some crabs in your life that are keeping you from climbing out of that bucket. And so there could be some sadness there. There could be some sadness in that revelation. Some of you are connecting with pain, with with experiences that you went through that's making you realize, oh, that's why I have a low self-esteem, or oh, that's why I think I'm not smart, or that's why I think people don't like me. You may be having memories of these little pinpoint times in your life where you developed a feeling or a belief that wasn't true. And so some of you are releasing that. For me, the moon isn't necessarily like a new betrayal, although it can be the truth of a situation being revealed. But for me, usually most of the time it comes up when like things that are buried, things from the past, things from the subconscious are coming to the surface. But know that it's coming up to help you get farther ahead. So there'll be highs and lows. There'll be highs and lows. Your November, my dear Pisces friends, is Six of Cups. So see, I said things from the past were going to be coming up. Makes sense to me. Because Six of Cups is people from the past kind of resurfacing. This could be childhood. This could be dealing with children. Maybe some of you are thinking about starting a family. Maybe some of you are babysitting or spending more time around kids or getting a job working with kids. And it's bringing up a lot of memories from your childhood or things that you need to work with. I feel some of you may be revisiting your childhood or people from your childhood and trying to repair some situations or relationships or even get closure for some of you. This could also be for some of you somebody from the past coming back who maybe had triggered an old childhood wound. And now you're ready to heal it and to get the closure that you need. Your card for December, my dears, you're ending it off with 10 of Wands, which I think is super duper awesome. Because you have all of this really excited, positive energy in the beginning of the month, beginning of the year, excuse me. And then you're moving into like the heavier energy of making things happen and believing in yourself and having that discipline and having the limiting beliefs come up. And it could feel heavy. Like as you're moving forward, even though you're going in a good direction and you're improving your life, it can feel a little bit heavy or a little bit scary. 10 of Wands is about completing a cycle. It pretty much says whatever you're clearing out in 2019, you're going to be able to clear it out in 2019 because 10 is completion. Like you're done. Whatever was blocking you, whatever was in your way, you climbed that mountain. So whatever mountain you had to climb, you're climbing it in 2019. And it's pretty safe to say you're not going to take it into the following year with you. And you're at the top. You succeeded. You completed. You finished this. You saw it through. You stayed committed to yourself. So you might be very tired, right? But it's going to be a good tired for a lot of you. So I'm excited for you, Pisces. Let me know if you need a private reading for yourself. In the year of 2019, a 12-month forecast. I have the info in the description on how to book a private reading. And I was thinking of doing this for $40, which is pretty much a good deal to have a complete and total forecast. And if there's something you need help manifesting, we can talk and maybe get you a little mantra, a little meditation that you can do to manifest that. So it's kind of also a consultation. It's a reading, but it could also be a consultation for establishing your goals, what it is you're trying to change in your life in the coming new year. Because if anybody knows about having to make changes, it sure is me. And anything that I can do to help, I'm happy to be here and to help my friends. So thank you for watching, subscribing, liking, sharing, commenting, all that good stuff, my friends. Happy New Year.